I'm sure you guys know that I do not have love for people who are into the care work. In the care work, most especially those who look after vulnerable pensioners or vulnerable older citizens. I have no love for anybody at all, regardless of your race, regardless of wherever you might have come from or you originated from. You all know that I do not have love for people who go on to ABUSE, vulnerable people, because tell me why I saw a news of a Nigerian care worker who did exactly that to a pensioner. Like when I saw that story, I was like, you know what? It's high time to come dig into them again. Hello, everybody. Welcome back again to my channel. My name is Wemimo, and I'm also known as StartMomo5 and also known as TMO5 Candy Co. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. So, just like I said in the intro, there, I have no love. In case you're new on my channel, I have done a few videos where I have come out here and I've castigated our people. Yes, our people. I am Nigerian, and I'm only going to focus on Nigerians or some of our Nigerian people who do care work in the UK. And I remember clearly I was speaking to somebody, and this somebody actually called me out, saying that, oh, the way I analyzed the video of those four Nigerian care workers, I'm going to put the screenshot of the video here if you've not seen it, that I should have gone softly. And I'm like, excuse me, with their level of years or amount of years spent in this country, and you tell me you are a care worker, and you're telling me that the way I castigated those, and I'm like, excuse me, if I was to be working with you in a care home or in a care sector looking after vulnerable people, and you do one iota of what those people did, trust me, I will throw you under the bus. I will throw you under the bus. At the end of the day, these are vulnerable, age frail people. And I'll imagine that when you are at your old age, when you are old, when you're no longer able to do most things that you can do for yourself, then when you're no more able to do those things for yourself, your aim, your wish is that people will care for you. And in Africans, we would imagine that our grandchildren would care for us. But if you're now in diaspora, in the abroad, and you're now looking after elderly, frail people, it is just common sense that you care for them because they are vulnerable and all they require is care. So let's dive into this story, okay? So I came across this post that says that a Nigerian care worker was caught on camera mishandling. I don't want to use the word so that YouTube does not demonetize this video. She was caught. She's a Nigerian care worker who was caught not treating a pensioner well in the UK. And what is this auntie's name? So according to the story, which I'm going to screenshot here, guys, I like, if that was my parent, that if that was done to my parent, I swear to God, I would take the law into my own hands. Yes, I will take the law into my own hands before I even remember that I should report such person. Anyway, let's carry it on. So it says that a Nigerian care worker, Bilikisu Olagunju, has appeared in court after she was caught on camera, ABUSING, a pensioner at his home in the United Kingdom. And look at it, it was not even in a care home, which means that she will work at her own pace to look after this pensioner. She was a care worker providing care to a pensioner in that pensioner's home. And for me, I love one-to-one cares like that, which means that you are not looking after multiple pensioners or residents in a care home, because I've worked in a care home before. And when I tell you I've worked in a care home before, this is a 45-room care facility. And at times we are not always fully staffed. And you have to get all these residents, get up them ready for, get them showered, cleaned, refreshing for the day, and then get them down for breakfast and stuff like that. It was not an easy job. And why I'm so passionate about this, why I'm so passionate that I come out when I see crazy stories like this, is the fact that I have worked in that department before. I have worked in that care before, in that sector before, and I know how it is. I know it's hard work, yes, but then I always say to people, and I'm going to say again, if you don't have the passion to care for people, regardless of who they are, especially in this diaspora, if you don't have the passion to care for people, to go to the ends to provide comfort, quality, person-centered care, if you can't do stuff like that, please don't go into care job. And I'm going to say it again. If I were to be working with you and I see any iota of bad practices from you, I will throw you under the bus. I will call you out. I will. Because when I'm frail, when I'm old, I want to be cared for till God says it's time to come back. So Olagunju, age 42, of Congress Road in Abbeywood, pleaded guilty to ill-treated or willfully neglecting an individual while acting as a care worker. It continues to say that CCTV at the pensioner's home caught her grabbing the pensioner and dragging him around. One thing you guys don't know is this: the people that you're going to look after, they have families who love them as well. They have families that they've known all their lives. They have children, they have loved ones that who cared about them. So you can imagine families coming around to see their loved ones and they sign changes in them. There might not be bruises, but there will be change in behavior and attitude. And family will be like, oh, when I saw mom few days ago, or when I saw dad few days ago, it was not like this. It was not like this. It's behavioral attitudes that you are doing the care work. You don't know that what you are doing is going to manifest in a way. Yes, you might know how to do it well, that it's not leaving any marks, but then behavioral attitudes in all of this are old, elderly, frail people is obvious to see, especially by their loved ones. So I'd imagine that one of these pensioners' family noticed the change in their loved one, and they decided that, oh, there's a change. This is strange. This is new. Like, what is going on? And they decided to put a camera in the household. They decided to put a camera in their loved one home to try and figure out what is happening. And yes, these people know, and I'm not going to fault them anymore in any way. They know the care of their loved one is given by a carer. So whether it's the same lady, I don't know if Bilikisu is the same person who's been going back and forth or who is being dedicated to looking after this person from day one. I do not know. But then it could, like, don't get me wrong. It is not only Nigerians in diaspora that do care work that do these things to residents. Even homeborn, inbred care workers do as well. If you want me to bring the story, I'll bring it here of other homeborn who are also doing such jobs, but no, do stuff to pensioners as well. So it is. I'm not really talking about them here. I'm really more about this Nigerian auntie. And yeah, she's not even an auntie. We'll be age mates. We'll be age mates. So it says that CCTV at the pensioner's home caught her grabbing the pensioner and dragging him around. Can you imagine? We do not know the age of this pensioner, but regardless of the age, it says is a vulnerable pensioner. Pensioner, obviously of retirement age, frail, you grab. Do you know the effect of grab? Do you know the effect that it could have on elderly frail people? They could snap with their bones easily, they could break their bones, they can bruise easily. Like, let me continue. So Olagunju appeared at Woolwich Crown Court on the 7th of May 2025 for sentencing. However, because she turned up at court without a barrister, the sentences was delayed. Auntie is thinking that this is just an ordinary case. She thinks it's just a case of she will go there and say, oh my lord, oh, and now that I pleaded guilty, oh, forgive me. She's taking this for a freaking joke. But then only if she knows that she's about to go to jail for a long time. Only if she knows that she's about to get banged up for a very long time. Judge Charlotte Welsh told Olagunju, in quote, you have no representation. It is entirely your choice, but I think it's really important to get a solicitor. This judge even love her to even be giving her that advice. They will help you apply for legal aid and you won't have to pay. That's it. At the end of the day, this court case that is going, it is still the government that will pay for lawyer services to represent her. You commit crime, they will give you a lawyer to help you. I know you are very worried and I don't want to frighten you, but this is a very serious offense and you should have someone representing you. So Olagunju was released on bail until she is sentenced at the same court in June. So she's going to be sentenced in June next month. So I'm going to go back again and I'm going to keep saying this. Treat people the way you would like to be treated. As for her, I would pray for her to grow old though. And it is what you do, it is how you treat people that you'll be treated. For the fact that she's meted this kind of behavior of this pensioner, you will also get the same. It is not a curse, na karma. Law of karma is real. And like Yoruba people will say, like the pandemic of 20 years, when it comes back to bite you, I swear to God, it will burn you beyond measures. So what I'm trying to say in essence is this, and you should listen, okay? If you cannot look after elderly people, if you do not have care, compassion, if you can't show empathy, do not go into care work. Because care work involves person-centered care. And in her own case, I would say it is a person-centered care because she has actually gone to the pensioner's home to provide care to this person. If you know you cannot do it, if you know you cannot work, maybe loan job, because they call this kind of care, they call it loan work, whereby it will be you in that care user's home. If you know you cannot do loan working, don't go into care work. better still go and do it in a care home. But then if you have such attitude towards residents, like what could this pensioner have done to her for her to treat that pensioner this way? Guys, do you think this is just a case of one-off? Apparently, there's been a rumor somewhere that other people who have actually worked with her before have called her a few times to say, oh, the way you're going on, maybe they've worked with her, they've called her, say, the way you're going on about providing care, this your attitude towards work, you need to be careful. And yes, someone who likes her, or our people who work together will have called her, say, you need to stop this your behavior or the way you're looking after residents. There was a rumor that people said to her that this way that you're doing things, this is not the right way, this is bad practices to change. But then obviously, like our Niger auntie, she will tell them that you just don't know what you're talking about. And now she is now in a hot pepper soup. Guys, and I'm going to keep saying this, if you do not have the passion for care job, regardless of what any area of care sector, as long as it's social care, if you do not have the passion of caring somebody, if you cannot, just because a resident, you need to make sure freshen them or give them personal care. If you cannot do it, please don't do care work. I've worked with someone before when we were trying to give a patient personal care. The way she was, she wouldn't even speak to me because obviously she could not withhold the smell, and she had spit in all of her mouth, and she had to leave me alone to do that kind of work. Even though the care was two people, two of us should have done that care, that work, or that personal care. She left me, and I had to kind of like carry on till she was able to come back. Apparently, she's the kind of person that stuff like that would make her feel otherwise. And I'm like, if that kind of thing make you feel otherwise, if you carrying a personal care make you feel otherwise, why are you in the care work? Why are you a care worker? Anyway, guys, leave your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. Do you think, oh, she should just get a slap in the wrist? Or do you think that, yes, she has been warned, or she knows all of the policies and rules and how to provide care? Do you think she should face the course of justice as she's already facing it? And let me know what do you think she's going to get. I don't think she's going to get 20 years, but she's going to be locked up for a very long time. With that being said, if you know you cannot provide person-centered care, if you know you have no compassion, you don't have any empathy for looking after people regardless of their age, regardless of their race, regardless of their sex, please do not go into care, because if I find your story, Omo, I'll come here and drag you. This is the end of my video. If you've watched it now and you've not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to like, drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe if you've not yet done so, turn on your post notification, share this video, do not hesitate to join my membership, and I'd love to catch up with you in my next video. All right, bye for now. Bye.